Welcome back, everyone. This is Farming Simulator 25 and episode 9 of the Rags to Riches Challenge. We are almost 1 year into this challenge, so for a quick recap, we started with no land and no equipment and only a $100,000 loan to get us started. We're not allowed to take out any additional loans and we're not allowed to rent equipment. We can do contracts, but the no renting rule still applies, so we can only use our own equipment to complete contracts. We are also not allowed to use generators or collect any of the collectibles because they do give you quite a bit of cash, so we're not going to be doing those for this challenge. If you do need a reminder, the full rules are in the description, and if you're new here, there's also a playlist to the whole challenge linked down below in the description as well. So from our humble beginnings, we have managed to buy a small tractor, a handful of different trailers and implements, and about 5 acres of land with 2 fields planted to grass. We also have these 3 greenhouses here, all growing lettuce to help generate some income for us. And in the last episode, we just added a silage pit and a sawmill to hopefully increase our earning potential even further. Definitely excited to get those things up and running. So I do want to get our sawmill going before we move on to the next month. The sooner we can get that producing for us, the better. So the first thing we're going to do here is some Deadwood contracts to get some wood because we don't actually have any trees on our own land. So the only way we can get wood right now is by doing Deadwood contracts. So that is going to be priority number 1. I don't think we need to fill it all the way. We just need to get enough to get us to the next month. But I don't really know how fast it's actually going to go through wood. So I'm going to try to get it filled about halfway, I think. And I'm hoping that should be good to last us a month. And the one other thing that we have to do before we move on to August is come roll our fields here because we did just harvest all this grass in the last episode. So first thing we need to do is, well, let's make sure we actually have some Deadwood contracts. Okay. So we got this one over here. So we'll just accept that one. So we will just get hooked up with our front end loader and our log fork here. And then we will hook up with our weight as well, because that counterweight definitely comes in handy when moving logs around. And then we will just grab our logging trailer and head over there. Hopefully it doesn't take too many contracts to get us halfway filled on our sawmill there, but I've never really used it before, so I have no idea how much it's actually going to take. Where is this contract here? Okay, it's way down there. I guess we'll go this way. Oh, I am just going to stop and refuel quickly before we head over there. To get some diesel in the tractor, we do need to repair some things here soon too, but we don't really have enough money to do that right now. So yeah, we'll get a few of these contracts in, and then we'll probably just repair everything next month. So we're almost at our Deadwood location here, so I'll just get to work chopping these down and kind of bucking them up and loading them into our trailer, and then we'll see how much wood we get out of this. I think we'll try to get these as close to the ground as possible to give us as much wood as possible. I don't know how much difference it's going to make, but and yeah, I did use that lumberjack mod in the last episode, but it is I did take it off again just because I don't want to use super strength or have the ability to cut down any tree on the map. Definitely a little OP for a challenge mode. But the one other thing, I think you can get the other mod that just gives you like a measuring tape, and I think that's independent of the lumberjack mod. So I might install that at some point just because it would be handy to cut our trees to consistent lengths for loading them into our trailer. But I don't have that on yet, so we'll just kind of do an estimation and okay. That tree is just defying physics over there. That's fine. We'll deal with him later. And there should be one more around here somewhere. Man, one of the really nice things about the lumberjack mod is that it will still let you run with a chainsaw. What am I stuck on? Oh, is this the edge of the map? Oh, I am on the edge of the map. That's interesting. Just run into an invisible wall. All right, so I guess the trees... Oh, I was outside of that circle anyway. Yeah, all the deadwood trees should be in that flashing red circle there. So we should have one more around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I must have walked right past it last time. Oh, this one decided to not fall down either. So we'll just... Oh! Yeah. Try and clear these branches off to make it easier. Make it easier to load them. Oh god. Good thing there's no fall damage in this game. Wait, that tree wasn't there before, was it? Did that just spawn in afterwards? I swear it was just floating there at first. So, how high can I cut this thing? So I want to leave these as long as possible, but the way it's sitting, probably not going to be able to cut it quite as long as I wanted. Definitely some dangerous cutting there. Not recommended in real life. So we'll get up as high as we can here. And maybe we can cut those ones. All right, let's chop up the rest of them here. Okay, we're almost back to the farm here. See how much this first load of trees got me here. Five trees in the Deadwood contract. So hopefully that gives us a fair bit of wood. That wasn't too bad to load up. I cut them in pretty long pieces. More than double the length of our trailer, but... Alright, I think if I just pull in here, they just should disappear. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's check how much that got us. How do I get into the thing? Okay, one second. I turned off my icon things when I was taking screenshots. I think it was this guy, right? That's that setting. So, I mean, aren't you supposed to... Oh. And the box for that is really tiny. Oh, wow. That gave us 9,000 liters for that load. That is awesome. I didn't think it would fill up that much for just 5 deadwood trees. We're like 2/3 full. That is, wow. Okay, well, maybe we will fill it up this episode then. Because now that it's into the sawmill, we should be able to go complete our contract. So we'll get a little bit of money for that. I guess it's probably easier to just go to this thing. Go through the menu to get to our production since that box is so hard to find. But yeah, I think we'll activate these. As far as I know, there's no penalty to having all 3 of them active at once. It just uses wood faster, I think. But they all still produce at full speed. So yeah, we'll have long planks, regular planks, and wood beams. Obviously, the planks produce the quickest, so I'm sure we'll see a pallet of those out first. But yeah, I'm really excited to see... Ooh, that thing is noisy. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how much we get from that. Because I'm actually really stoked at... I did not expect it to fill it up nearly that much on just 5 deadwood trees. Considering how little money they give you for deadwood trees if you take them to the store. Like last time I sold... I think 4 deadwood trees, and it was only like $800. So, I mean, that's not a whole lot, but you know, if we can produce that into planks and lumber, we're gonna get way more than that out of that load. So, oh man, I'm happy. I should have got the sawmill a while ago. I guess I shouldn't speak too soon until I know exactly how much it's actually gonna produce, or how fast it's gonna go through wood. But yeah, just based on how much that filled it up from one deadwood contract, I am pretty stoked about that now. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave that like that for now, and hopefully once I skip ahead to August here, I won't use it all. I have no idea how fast it's gonna go through that wood, but yeah, I mean, if that's enough that we can kind of do like 1 deadwood contract per month and keep this thing running at full production, like that's going to be awesome. Yeah, I think the only other thing we need to do right now really is run our roller around. I should have spaced these in a little bit more. So I had a spot to drop my weight. Actually, I guess we'll put the weight on the front. Not really required for this seeder, but it will help a little bit. Yeah, man, I'm stoked about that. So happy we got that sawmill. And I think this silage pit is going to pay off in the long run too. It's going to be a few months before we see the benefit of that. Because I'm going to hopefully wait until the peak silage price. Why is my cover still open? Close cover. Unfold. Yeah, I'm going to try to sell our silage at the peak price. So that's not until March, I believe. So we'll just kind of store it over the winter. But I think we were going to get 2 more grass harvests put into that. So we should have a fair bit of grass. And then silage is worth quite a bit more than grass. So hopefully by the time we sell it, it's going to be a good payout. Yeah, so I'll just run around and roll all our grass quickly. And then, I don't know, I might check and see what kind of contracts we have after that. I might do a couple more contracts this month since that Deadwood was way faster than I was expecting. Just because it would be nice to get a little bit extra money. We don't have a whole lot right now. That Deadwood contract helped a little bit, but we do still have to make like interest payments, and I think our property maintenance is about $170 a month. So, I mean, we have enough money to do it, but I would just like to get a little bit more cushion before we go into the next month if we could. Okay, we got her all rolled up. Field is should be good to go until our next harvest here. Topped up our tractor with fuel and got everything washed down nice and clean. But we will leave our seeder, or our roller there. Roller slash seeder, I guess. So we've only been on 2X, so I don't expect this thing to have done much yet, but yeah, it's used a little bit of wood. We are producing lumber here, so yeah, pretty stoked to see how that turns out. So let's see if we have any more contracts we can do here. I mean, I could probably just run and do this Deadwood one. I don't know if I would collect. I guess I could collect a couple trees, but there's no sense in collecting all 10 of those trees because we won't be able to fit them all in our sawmill anyway. We could do fertilizing, but I would have to run to the store and grab another pallet because we're almost out of fertilizer. We don't have a harvester, so we can't do any of those. We don't have a plow, so we can't do any of those. We don't have a sprayer, so we can't do any of those. Don't have a stone picker. We could do wood transport. That's a pretty good payout, but this is the same mission that was still there from before, and it's 29 trees, which I think would take me 3 trips to do with our trailer, and it's a pretty far distance to haul them, so I don't particularly want to do that one at the moment because we are going to be doing a lot of wood hauling just to get our sawmill going anyway, so I don't want to be doing a ton of other wood transport contracts if we can avoid it. But I could probably whip this one out pretty quickly. So what did we get? Like 2/3 of the way there with 5 trees. So if we get like another 3 trees, that would probably be plenty to pretty much top us up. So, I mean, that would be pretty easy to do. Maybe we'll do this one more Deadwood contract. It should be fairly quick. We'll chop them all down. We'll collect 3 of them, bring them back, and then we'll be pretty much topped up. And then I think, oh, watch out, crow. Oh, I just murdered that crow. Shouldn't be standing on the road. But yeah, three trees to load up shouldn't take very long. So yeah, and then we'll just chop down the rest of them, wait till we get our trees in the sawmill, and then we can collect on that 1,500. Man, the first trip around that field there with the roller, I was kind of cutting corners. I'm so used to doing contracts. And because you can never fully complete the whole field on a contract anyway. I just try to do it as fast as possible and cut around the corners, but then I had to remind myself this is actually my field and I should probably make sure I do a good job with it. So I had to go back and finish up a couple of spots or hit the corners on my next time around. But yeah, I guess I'll see you once I get these done and get back to the sawmill. Okay, we are back from another load of Deadwood. Okay, so yeah, we didn't need all of it. Probably could have done one less tree. I think I did end up doing 4. I kind of lost track there, but yeah, 2 big ones that didn't get used, but yeah, we're basically full now. All right, that thing is a lot easier to fill up than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I guess we can just leave our trailer here for right now. Well, actually, here, let's accept that contract because I'm pretty sure those are just going to disappear now. Yeah, that's what I thought. But we did get $1,500 for that, and our sawmill is full. So I think we can take a break here and advance till August. I'm just going to run down to the shop and get all my stuff repaired here. But yeah, I just want to get everything repaired and ready to go for August. And then, yeah, I guess we will do contracts in August until we have some stuff we can sell, like our lettuce and our wood. Depending on how much, I actually haven't checked wood prices yet. I should probably do that. What, planks. Let me get going on the road here straight. Slowly starting to get used to this steering here. Oh wait, so we need wood beams, kind of middle of the road. Oh, planks are really high and planks long are really high. Oh, that was close. Yeah, so we've got, it's a good time to sell at least 2 of those things. But it's not necessarily the low point. So I mean, we could probably sell all 3 of them without too much of a loss here. Yeah. So, but we are at a pretty low price for lettuce right now. So if we get our wood production going and we get good prices for that, maybe we'll sell that for the next couple months and let our lettuce build up until we get better prices. Cause we've just kind of been selling it every month as soon as we get pallets out, just because we have needed cash constantly and we're always broke. So but it'd be nice if we could actually let it build up and get some better prices for it. I don't think these things really affect anything. I don't know. Maybe they move slower or something, but I think we'll just repair everything just to do it. We have enough money to afford it. But yeah, we are back to being broke again after those Deadwood contracts, but at least we have a fully repaired tractor now. Yeah, we are fully repaired and we're ready to go. So I think we will just jump ahead to August here. Actually, I was going to say I was going to stop and sleep in this house, but I want to double check my greenhouse water because I haven't looked at that in a while and I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's good, but I should probably just double check that because we don't want to run out of lettuce production either. So yeah, let's do a check on our greenhouses. I guess I could have done this from the menu. I didn't actually need to come over here now that I think about it. But yeah, we've got about 6,000 liters in each greenhouse, so that should be plenty to last us till tomorrow. They don't actually go through water that fast. That's probably enough to last us a couple days, but yeah, okay. Should be good. Don't think there was anything else I needed to do unless I'm forgetting something, but yeah, I will see you tomorrow in August. Okay. Welcome to August, everybody. We started this game in August, so we've been in game for 1 year now. 1 year of farming. We've accomplished quite a bit, I think, considering where we started. I think we're doing actually pretty good. I mean, it's probably going to be a couple years until we're really on the rich side, but I'd say we're definitely out of like the rags on the rags to riches challenge. Say we're not really in rags anymore, but a long way to go until we're actually in riches. Which actually brings up an interesting point I was thinking about. Somebody asked me in the comments what I would consider rich, or like what the end goal would be, and to be honest, I haven't really thought that far ahead. So I don't know if anybody has any ideas of like what we would, like what our ultimate goal should be, or like what like if we ever end this series, or like what yeah, what are we going to consider rich, and where's our end point going to be? If anybody has any ideas about that, I'd be interested to hear them. Okay, so we didn't use very much wood at all. I mean, I guess it's only been 12 hours, but we used, what, like 1,500? Something like that. I don't think it was quite full, so yeah, maybe even only just a little over 1,000. Let's say 1,500. So maybe $3,000 or 3,000 per day. So we should have an easy time keeping this thing full, I think. We could probably do like one small Deadwood contract per day / month. And yeah, should be good. I'm excited for that sawmill for sure. We got this mulcher thing, $6,000. I don't really think we have a use for that. I don't know even really what the mulchers do, but I'm pretty sure we don't have any use for them on grass. So yeah. Let's see what kind of contracts we got coming up this month. So what do we got? We got another 10 trees of Deadwood. We'll probably go do this one just because they're quick. But I don't know if I'm going to bother collecting any trees from it for this one. We got a lot of harvesting contracts, which makes sense because it's August. But we can't do those ones. It would be nice if we could get a combine on sale. But we need to do something else first before we can even get there. So maybe this mowing one, I guess. We can definitely do that. That one should be pretty easy, but it's also fairly cheap. Yeah, and then we don't have a whole lot of other options, honestly. We might have to do this other wood transport one. Although it's going to expire in 4 hours, so maybe we'll get an easier one come up after. Yeah, it's disappointing. There's not a whole lot we can do, though. But yeah, I guess so we'll do this Deadwood one. We will do this mowing one. And then I think we will just kind of wait for a little while. Or we'll do those ones, and then we'll see if anything changes. If we get anything new coming up after that. So those ones are actually right down in the same area. So that's good. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to bother. I was thinking I could maybe grab like one log or whatever, but to drag the trailer all the way down there. Plus then we have to take our loader and everything. I think I'm just going to drop the loader off and grab our mower and head down there. And then all we need is their mower and our chainsaw. Because I'm sure another Deadwood one is going to come up later this month. Maybe we'll restock our sawmill after we make our first wood sales here. But it is pretty early in the morning on August 2, and the contracts do tend to change throughout the day. So hopefully we'll get some better things coming up later on. Because I don't want to just like skip ahead months constantly. I would like to kind of do some contracts every month. Just because we definitely need to keep earning money. We're down to $342 after our payments came out. So we had to make an interest payment, which was like $333. And then I kind of forgot that with those new buildings, our property maintenance costs have gone up. So we're now paying about $200 per month in property maintenance as well. And then our production costs have also gone up since the production costs for the sawmill are higher than the greenhouse. So about $42, I think it was, for the production costs. So we're going to have to make sure we have at least, well, I guess we probably need like at least $600 in the bank before we advance to the next month, just to make sure we don't go into the negatives. But we're going to try to do better than that. The last couple months we've been running it pretty close to the edge, but I would like to start building up a little bit more of a cushion. Hopefully that sawmill will really help with that. Let's pull up. Okay, yeah, that field is down here. So yeah, I will go knock these 2 contracts out, and then we will reevaluate where we're at. Okay, we got those 2 done. I didn't plan out that one very well. Had a little tree fall on our tractor. Shouldn't be a big deal. I mean, they'd probably mess some things up pretty good in real life, but... And I think that one almost would have hit our tractor too if it hadn't been caught by that other tree. But that's okay. We got those ones done, so... I guess we'll collect both of those now. So we got ourselves a little bit of cash. Oh, we got a combine header. 10 meters. Can that one fit the small combine? I can't remember now. 7.6. So yeah, 10 meters would be too big for that small combine, I think. Which is realistically the only one we're going to be able to afford anytime soon. Fertilizing. I mean, hopefully, I could go get another pallet of fertilizer. Hopefully we'd continue to get fertilizing contracts, because otherwise we'd be losing money. Nothing else we can do right now other than wood transport. So, I'm going to speed up time a little bit and head back to the farm. And yeah, maybe by then we'll have some more contracts. And if not, I guess we will go do that wood transport one. Just because we don't really have a whole lot of other options at the moment. Okay. We got our greenhouses topped up here. Filled them up with water, so we don't have to worry about that for a while. Got 1 pallet out right now. Actually, let me just check our lettuce prices. Okay, so we're actually not at the worst price. So maybe we should sell 1 more time this month, and then we'll ride out this dip for the next couple months, because we will start to have wood production coming in at that point, and then we'll probably try and save up. And if we can save up like 3 months of lettuce or 4 months and sell in January, that should be some pretty good little winter income for us. Let's see if we got any more contracts coming up. Oh, we got some weeding contracts. Could do those, I guess. They're kind of slow and annoying, but... Oh, and some cultivating. I actually don't mind cultivating. It's kind of satisfying. Turning up the ground. The weeding, I mean, the weeding's not bad. It's just slower, and there's like less of a difference when you go through the field. Cultivating it, I think it's more satisfying as you go along and see the actual ground being kind of turned over. Rather than just weeding, you can kind of barely see a difference between where you were or what has been weeded and what hasn't. I guess kind of depending on the field. Some have bigger weeds than others, but we've only got an hour left for this wood transport anyway, so I have to slow time right down and get that. And yeah, I don't really feel like doing wood transport at the moment, just because I know we're gonna have to do more with the Deadwood too when we've already done a little bit. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna bang out these 3 cultivating ones. They shouldn't take that long. But I'll do these ones, and then we will probably go do another Deadwood. And then maybe we'll consider those weeding ones. But yeah, we'll go knock out those cultivating contracts quick. I'll just top up with fuel here again. Whoops. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I want to see. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. No. How do I take lands? Okay, I think I have my pressure washer too close to this thing. It just wants to give me the pressure washer. Oh. Let's just throw that there for now. Okay, now can I select it? There we go. So we definitely can't afford to fill it. But let's throw another 1,000 liters in. So we got 1,400. All right, we're doing pretty good. Okay, which one's closest? I guess we'll go do that one in the north first, and then we'll head back down south. Okay, that's another 3 contracts in the books. I did mess up there on one of those. I took a break after that first field, and then when I got back, I forgot to hit record. So you did miss one field. He also, I think, missed me collecting 2 contracts. So yeah, I still have this one, so I'll collect that one now. I think the other 2 you missed. Sorry about that. I do try to show you at least a little bit from each field I do on these contracts, and I try to show you like accepting and collecting each contract as well. But yeah, I just messed up and forgot to hit record when I came back and then I realized like right near the end of that field there. So I did get to see a little bit of that last one, but yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, we got those 3 cultivating ones done. No other cultivating ones have come up yet. I think I might do this Deadwood one quickly. We're just on the way up there right now, so I'm going to start that one. It's just to the north here, so I think I'll run through that one quickly. Shouldn't take very long. I don't think I'm going to bother to collect any wood from this one. I don't think. I think we're still doing pretty good for wood. Okay, I got that one done. So we'll collect that one too. Yeah, we don't have a ton else. A lot of harvesting that we can't do. We do still have these weeding ones we could do, and another wood transport one that wouldn't be too bad. We could do it in 2 trips, but it is a fairly long distance to haul them. So I might still do that wood transport one today, but we'll see. I'm going to head back to the farm and see what we've got for pallets and stuff. Well, we got 2 pallets out. I thought we should have had 3. Oh, this one's pretty close. Let's check on how our sawmill is doing. So yeah, we haven't used a lot of wood at all. So yeah, we should be good for a few days at a time if we fill this thing up. This thing is annoying though. I keep getting stuck on this bar. It just stops you just long enough. That seems like a design flaw. And you can't just walk under these beams. In certain spots, it really doesn't want to let you go through. You'd think they could have made that 6 inches higher. And that thing is noisy. So what do we want to do? Check on our prices here again. So well, I mean, planks long will actually, or should be more valuable next month. Planks are going down a little bit, but not a ton. What about our lettuce? How's the lettuce doing? So yeah, it's really going to drop off next month. So I feel like we should definitely sell our lettuce this month. And then maybe we just wait till next month to sell our wood. Yeah, maybe that's the plan. We'll sell our lettuce now. And then we can, yeah, I think probably just skip to August. Another 8,700 bucks, so we're up to 20 grand or so. Not doing too bad. But yeah, I don't think there's much point in waiting for our planks to come out, just because the price next month should be about the same or even a little bit higher, and then we'll have long planks ready as well. Yeah, so I think we'll just skip ahead to September. Then we can do another grass harvest, get our silage bunker going, and do our first wood sale. All right, good morning again. It's now September. Our grass is ready to harvest. I think that's all going to go right into this baby right here. We got our wood planks long and our regular planks. Still going to be a little while till we get beams, but let's see. We did get this combine come up on sale, but not the one I wanted. I would have really preferred one of the cheaper combines go on sale at 50% off, and then maybe we could actually afford it. But instead we get one of the most expensive combines in the game that goes on sale, and we still can't come anywhere close to being able to afford it. So the sales prove useless yet again. So what are we doing here? So our best prices for these two are at two different places, but let's actually check. Because, okay, that one, I mean, it's not much better than the farmer's market, honestly. Or the carpentry. I don't really know where the carpentry place is. But the carpentry place is pretty good for planks long. So that's probably our best bet, is to do carpentry for both of them. Okay, that's not too bad to get to. But yeah, okay, let's load up our, I should have left that trailer hooked up. Load up our planks, we'll get those delivered, and then harvest our grass. Hopefully our tractor can lift this like it is. I might have to go put the weight on, depending on how heavy these planks are. Oh yeah, no problem. No problem. All right, so we got almost 10 grand for that load of wood, which isn't too bad because we got most of a pallet of beams that should be, I might come out today. I'm actually not sure how much longer that's going to take, but We might try to sell that one too today if it comes out in time. But I think that one's worth the most out of the 3 different kinds. So yeah, the sawmill should get us some pretty good income here. All right, back at the farm. Gonna go drop my loader off and hook up the mower and stuff, and I guess get to mowing. I do want to come back at some point and do some landscaping on that other area by the greenhouse, or the greenhouses, and try to level out some of those weird bumps there. I wish I actually would have done that before I placed those greenhouses down, but what are you gonna do? So I don't think we need to do anything to prep the silage bunker. I'm pretty sure we can just start putting grass into it. So our wood beam's 7-11, so yeah, it's still fairly early. We might get a pallet of those out today. Better top up our fuel again. Having this diesel tank here is so handy. So much better than driving to the one gas station on the map. It was actually pretty far away, so it'd take a while to do. Eventually, at some point, I want to get our own repair shop on our own land too, but we don't really have the room or the funds for it at the moment, so we don't have to repair that often, so it's not that big a deal. Okay, well, I guess we'll just start harvesting grass and filling up that silage bunker. I mean, we could sell the grass right now, but here, I'm actually going to start from this corner. I don't know why, but for some reason I prefer to turn to the left. So I try to do fields counterclockwise if I can. But yeah, we could sell this month, but yeah, I think like grass prices are pretty low. We do have our other income sources now, so we're not as desperate for money. So yeah, I think if we get both of these next 2 harvests all into that silage pit and then wait until the peak price to sell them, I think that's going to be a pretty good payout. So I think that's the plan for now. Okay, guys, we got our grass all harvested there. Silage bunker filled up. It's oh, now it says 99%. I thought it said 100% before. Okay, let me just do a quick one more pass through here. Okay, now it says 100%. It was pretty darn close. I was having some trouble. I was getting stuck in there after just a couple loads. I was a little bit worried we weren't going to be able to do it all, but then I realized I was forgetting to lift up the header on my forage wagon there, so it was causing a lot more resistance than I think would be ideal. And that's why we were getting stuck. So once I started lifting that up, it was a little bit better. So we can still kind of squish it down, even though it's 100% compacted. It's pretty full now. I think we'll still be able to get one more harvest in here, but that actually filled it up more than I was thinking it would. We got a little bit of spillage out the front here, but it did change color, so I think that's still going to count. Yeah. Just want to check on our other stuff here. So we are getting close to another pallet of planks, and our wood beams aren't too far off, but they do take a little while. I see we got one pallet of lettuce out again. That one's pretty close, and this one's pretty close, so we've almost got some more lettuce. I'm not going to tarp this silage yet, because I do want to get one more harvest into it. If we can fit it. I guess if we can't, we'll try to fill it up as much as we can. And if we're running into trouble and we can't quite get everything in, then we can just sell whatever little extra bit we have. But yeah, I don't know if it's worth trying to clean this little bit up from the outside and get it actually in there. I'm pretty sure the way it changed color there, it should be fine. Pretty sure that's going to be included, but I'm not 100% sure. Also, I wanted to ask you guys about where were those things? Oh yeah, this thing. No, that thing. This leveler that's I'm pretty sure is like specifically meant for using in the silage bunkers to help level out the piles. It might be handy, but it is a little bit pricey. So I don't know how effective this thing is or if we really need it. Obviously, we compacted it pretty quickly, so I'm not too worried about compaction, but... And I mean, I guess it ended up fairly level at the end. I could always probably drive on it a little bit more to level it off. The other thing I think I could do is just get a bucket for my front end loader, which is a lot cheaper. I think that's only like $1,600, so that would be much more cost effective to just do that if I really need to level out any piles, I think. So, but yeah, I was thinking about doing some more in this episode, but I'm looking at it and I've already been recording for quite a while today. But I do want to kind of keep these episodes coming out, and you know, we got a little bit more going on now to pack into every episode. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We did get definitely made some progress today. We sold our first load of wood from our sawmill. We got our first harvest of grass into our silage bunker. We will wait to tarp it until our next harvest. But yeah, next time we can keep selling our wood. We can sell another load of lettuce. I'm not going to advance time or anything yet. We'll just continue in September for the next episode because we still have to roll these fields again as well. We're definitely making some progress. Oh, I think there's one other thing I'm going to do here because up to this point, we have not paid back our loan at all. We haven't made any progress towards it. So I think I'm going to make one payment. So yeah, we will repay $5,000. That's kind of the minimum that the game lets you pay. So our loan is now down to $95,000. I'm going to try from this point on to pay back like one payment per month. kind of do like a minimum payment of $5,000 per month kind of thing. Cause right now we've only been making interest payments. Um, but we haven't really paid anything towards the actual principal. So we still have a $100,000 loan, which I mean is not really how most loans work in real life. You usually have to pay something towards the principal. They don't just give you money and let you pay interest forever. I mean, I guess credit cards are almost like that, but even with credit cards, if you make the minimum payments and don't add any more expenses, you will eventually pay it off. But yeah, so I think I'm going to make that a goal. I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to do it every month, but I'm going to try to pay back at least $5,000 per month on our loan for this point from this point out. Because I mean, we have been in the game for over a year and haven't paid anything back yet. So yeah, it's probably time that we start trying to pay back that loan. Yeah. Oh, also, I wanted to say a big thanks again to everybody. I noticed as I was recording this episode today, we just passed 2,000 subscribers, which is like just unreal. I don't even know what to say. It's more than I ever expected at this point. Like I'm recording episode 9, and we're already over 2,000 subscribers, which is crazy to me. Yeah, more than I ever expected. So yeah, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who's been watching and subscribed and liked and left comments and helpful advice and everything. I appreciate you guys a ton. It's really been amazing. I've been blown away by the support. So yeah, just wanted to say thanks to everybody. I didn't even really get to acknowledge when we passed 1,000 because it happened so fast, and I had recorded kind of episodes ahead of time and stuff. So yeah, but we're already at 2,000. So yeah, thank you again. And thanks for watching this episode, everybody. And I will see you again soon in the next one. Have a good day.